Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin has gotten a massive pump and our long trades are right now in a huge profit. This now changes everything. Let me show you. You can see only a couple of hours ago we hit another major golden Fibonacci ratio at approximately 114.5 thousand US dollar area. Not only that, with the entire pump, we are right now grabbing the liquidity exactly above the recent high, and that is simply why for the past couple of hours we have been getting a very small rejection back down. But most importantly, once we are zooming out on the 4-hourly time frame and measuring the entire upper price action, remember, for the past couple of days we have talked about the most important volume level, the value area low at 112.3 thousand US dollar area. Fortunately for us, Bitcoin is right now breaking the level towards the upside, which definitely is going to be a very nice bullish Bitcoin indication and definitely a sign of strength. Usually, once we reclaim our volume level, we like to see a bigger rotation back towards the upside. And also, there is right now a very simple rule to follow. Above the volume level, we are slightly more bullish, expecting a bounce right here and a push towards the upside. But if Bitcoin is potentially going to break our value area low, this of course is then going to be a bearish Bitcoin indication, and only in that case we can be looking for a bigger rotation back towards downside. But as of right now, clearly the value area low is being the area of support, and until proven otherwise, it is still the area of support. That is why ideally we are looking for a higher low and of course another push towards the upside. That is why I do remain in some beautiful long positions on the entire crypto market, and additionally later in the video I'm going to share with you exactly where you can be looking for another long trade on the Bitcoin price itself. But right now also, with the entire push up, most importantly, we are breaking our recent high at 114,000 US dollars. Why is this specific level such an important one? We are going to zoom in a little bit on the 2-hourly time frame to talk about market structure. And you can right now see, for the past couple of days right here, Bitcoin simply has been forming brand new higher highs and brand new higher lows, with the entire push towards the downside, with the rejection from 118,000 US dollar area, Bitcoin broke through our recent lows right here, which right here meant bullish market structure was broken, the first lower low was formed, lower high, and also another lower low. But right now, with the push up, we are finally above our recent high, which means bearish market structure is broken, it is going to be the first higher high. So again, ideally, we are looking for a higher low right here and continuation literally straight towards another all-time high. And you can maybe already right to see where I'm going with this. Potentially, on the 2-hourly time frame, we can talk about an inverse head and shoulders pattern. Left shoulder right here, we got the head, and also right here, we got some kind of a right shoulder. So, if we are going to be able to get a higher low on Bitcoin, not only we can be looking for another long or a buying position right here with a clear invalidation level, but also in the next couple of days, ideally, we are looking for a bigger pump towards the upside, of course, above our recent high, above 118,000 US dollars, and of course also then ideally towards another all-time high. Additionally, pay attention to the exponential moving averages, because on the 1-hourly time frame, finally, Bitcoin has been able to get a bullish cross. 50 exponential moving average is above 200 exponential moving average, which right now means we are in an average uptrend on the 1-hourly time frame. Ideally, in the next couple of hours and also then in the next couple of days, we are going to get a bullish cross also on the 4-hourly and the 2-hourly time frame. But nevertheless, as right now, at least we are seeing some kind of a sign of strength. We are breaking our recent high. We are getting bullish every trend on the 1-hourly time frame, and also again, most importantly, we are above the very important volume area of support. That is right why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1000 likes are really possible, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Right now, let's talk about what is going to be our next higher price target if Bitcoin does continue higher. Yes, for sure, ideally, we are looking for another all-time high, but the reality is, we always need to trade from level to level. So what is right now going to be another major price target target you should really pay attention to. We are going to go and zoom out on the 4-hourly time frame, talking about a major diagonal area of resistance. I am going to go on the line chart to look only at the candle closes, and right now I'm going to go with a trend line, connecting our all-time high right here with the lower high. You can right now see quite a significant diagonal area of resistance is coming in at 115.3 thousand US dollar area. Now, additionally, what if we go with our high term time frame areas of resistances? 115.7 thousand US dollars. We are also going to have our daily high term time frame level. So don't get me wrong. Ideally, I am looking for a breakout right here and continuation towards the upside. But the reality is, because we are going to be trading at the area of resistance, simply, I am not going to be interested taking another long trade right here. The only area where we are looking for longs is of course going to be at the area of support. So yes, Bitcoin in the next couple of hours potentially can hit a very important support level. Of course, ideally then we are looking for a bounce and a breakout towards the upside. Now additionally, what if we are zooming out on the daily time frame, talking about our significant ascending channel with the logarithmic scale? Finally, Bitcoin is trading back in our channel. So yesterday already, we have gotten our daily close back in our channel, which definitely it was a bullish Bitcoin indication. But right now, if we do continue higher with our ascending channel, what can actually be one of the price targets we can be aware of? Talking about the ascending channel, the top is going to come in at approximately 132.2 thousand US dollar area. So definitely, if we do continue higher, we can be looking for another all-time high once we combine everything also with our significant rising wedge pattern and also with our bullish elite wave count. 130 really seems as a reasonable target for us to target if Bitcoin does continue higher. But right now, what is actually going to be the support level you should be aware of, where potentially we can be looking for a long or a buy position at with a very clear and a very simple invalidation level in a case Bitcoin does actually get a bigger rejection back down. Of course, if we do get a bigger rejection back down, I am going to get stopped out on many those long positions on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on XRP, on many different other altcoins right here. But nevertheless, support is support until proven otherwise. And also again, if we are right now able to see bullish market structure taking out our recent high, definitely it is also going to be some kind of a bullish Bitcoin indication. That is why ideally I would like to see higher. But the first support level on Bitcoin is going to be once we are going to feel the 4-hourly fair value gap exactly at the area where we are as of right now. If we are going to drop towards 112.4 thousand US dollars, this is exactly where the 4-hourly fair value gap is going to get filled. Additionally, remember our volume levels. Measuring the entire upper price action with volume, clearly you can right now see value area low coming in exactly at this specific level. And now additionally, going with our exponential moving averages, usually our 50 and also 200 EMA are in a significant uptrend, very nicely respected. And right now 50 EMA is clearly curving towards the upside, and potentially it is also going to align with the value area low and of course also with the bottom of the fair value gap. So yes, once Bitcoin is going to hit this specific support area right here, potentially we can be looking for a long or a buy position right here, stop loss below the area of support, targeting much higher price targets, maybe even right here a higher high, or ideally another all-time high. If this specific trade, for example, is not going to play out, and of course Bitcoin is then going to lose our value area low, only in that case I'm going to look for lower, because our next lower target is going to be for Bitcoin to feel the CME gap at 111 and 110,000 US dollars. So yes, losing the value area low is definitely going to be a significant bearish Bitcoin indication. So let's right now first of all see if Bitcoin is going to be able to hold the level, see some kind of a higher low, and then continuation straight towards another all-time high. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free 8,000 US dollar bonus without KYC and without VPN with the second link down below, because B2X Exchange exchange is right now giving to you only after you register 10 USDT completely for free. But then make sure you deposit because you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus. So take advantage of your free bonuses using the second link down below after you register and after initial deposit. Right now, let me also share with you some kind of a bearish Bitcoin indication we can right now still notice on the Bitcoin liquidation heat map on the 2-week time frame. Usually, our liquidation levels are acting as magnets for the price. And unfortunately, the biggest liquidation cluster on Bitcoin is going to be exactly below the recent lows at 108.5 thousand US dollar area, where just slightly less than 300 million of long positions are going to get wrecked and are going to get liquidated. So this right here is a bearish sign for Bitcoin, not only on the 1-week time frame, but also if we are zooming in a little bit on the 1-week time frame, you're right now going to see bigger liquidations on Bitcoin are not going to be above the highs, but actually exactly below the recent lows. So that is of course why I am telling to you, even though we are above our value area low, even though we can still look to fire another long position right here, risk management is something very important. Again, it's a very clear invalidation level below the value area low. We are bullish above the value area low, looking for higher targets, bearish below the value area low, below 112.4 thousand US dollars, because again, losing the value area low is then definitely going to be a significant bearish Bitcoin indication. Now, additionally, what if we go right now with many other indicators? For example, we can right now go with the RSI indicator, with the MACD, and also money flow indicator on the 4-hour time frame. Fortunately for us, the hidden bearish divergence we talked about yesterday did not play out. Remember yesterday I was telling to you, we are seeing a lower high on Bitcoin, higher high on the RSI, higher high on MACD, and also a higher high on the money flow indicator. Those hidden bearish divergences did not play out, Bitcoin continued higher, but we did hit the overbought area on the 4-hourly, on the RSI indicator, and also on the money flow indicator. And as of right now, simply what we are seeing is that both of those indicators right here are simply resetting. On the 1-hourly time frame, fortunately for us, we are getting some beautiful hidden bullish divergences. Higher lows on Bitcoin, lower lows on the RSI, lower lows on money flow, and of course also lower lows on MACD. So indicators on the 1-hourly, and also if you look like that on the 2-hourly time frame, are being slightly more bullish. That is why I am telling to you, there is right now a very simple rule to follow. Above the volume level, above 112.4 thousand US dollars, we are more bullish, looking for a higher low and continuation towards the upside. But of course, in a case the level is going to be lost, we are going to look for lower targets. We are going to look for Bitcoin to actually then feel the CME gap and potentially drop even lower back towards downside. But as of right now, fortunately for us, support is still support until proven otherwise. That is why we can be looking for brand new long trades right here. And that of course also is going to be the reason why I do remain in all of my long trades on the entire cryptocurrency market. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free 8,000 US dollar bonus without KYC and without VPN with the second link down below, because only after you register you're going to get 10 USDT, but then also after you deposit you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.